Good day, people. It's Davey from the Daveyverse. Want to try something new as I figured. I can't really do daily uploads with work. It's getting in the way. So I want to give this a try. I want to start doing like a sort of weekend roundup and probably a weekend video if I find something interesting that I didn't include in this. So let's start with this from Monday, I believe. Star Wars Bad Batch darkens clone skins tones after accusation of whitewashing. So this is for the Bad Batch. It goes into detail that the clones were basically all white, which they were all from Boba Fett. So I don't know what they're getting at. The Bad Batch are sort of clones that sort of fucked up and didn't really clone exactly the way. So they have unique skills, and to be honest, they could have made a good series out of this. Don't know why they basically had to go in and basically wokeify it because of a mob. I sort of, if they were going to do it in the first place, just do it. I don't know why they have to make a big song and dance about it. But the skin tones were lightened. Well, no, wait there. It's only Bad Batch themselves who seem to have the skin tones get lighter, and Collider notes that it gets more user-centric features, well, compared to dark skin clones counterparts who are still doing the bin of the Emperor. Well, what the fuck are you on about? So anyway, that's the take on it. They're getting a bit whitewashy, and it's up to really whatever your interpretation is. Thinking it really isn't a big deal, but with current climate as it is, fuck it. They're basically darkening the skins because they don't like it. Read next. Okay, Last of Us not part 2, I'm sick of saying that. Read, Last of Us is a HBO adaptation. It's coming out this month, and there's some little bits of controversy behind it and so on and so forth. Let's just take a quick look into it. Last of Us HBO adaptation pushes the universe way beyond the PlayStation games. So they're not sticking to the original story that people followed with the games, basically what made the franchise as it is. So now part 2, which is a sort of a disaster, and then you got this. Well, actually, it was going to be a movie, wasn't it? Sure, I heard this was going to be a movie before a TV show. So with Craig Mazin, Pascal Patel, Pedro Pascal, Reed, and the rest of the cast beyond the source material while maintaining the powerful emotional core and brings back familiar faces. So, yeah, Reed. So it's going beyond the source material. Don't like the sounds of that. We've seen what happens in the last few times. I watched the trailer for a review and I was like hopeful. But it's what it's going to be. I'm not going to be well. I'll give it an honest chance. The trailer looked good, and to be fair, Pedro Pascal, he can act. I'm sick of this. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm going off. I can't really read this. I'm not really going to pay for it. Obviously, Sunday Times for fuck's sake. But Last of Us trolls filled me with doubt, says actress Bella Ramsey. It's not really fair. We shouldn't. Well, it's fair game, but the show hasn't came out yet. We'll wait to see what the acting's like first before making judgment. Trailer, I'm a bit meh about. It could be fun, it could not be, but seeing the stuff that evolves around it, I'll give it a try. Last of the Star, Pedro Pascal responds to toxic fans' complaint about show diversity cast. You can't make everybody happy. It's same old tale. It's what's going to be. Comes out tomorrow, and they're not going to be faithful. But it's realistically, I would like to see what the thing is. I found this comment quite good. Also, the overwhelming majority of angry fans with the adaptation is not inclusive casting. It's changes to the influence of them. It is a abandoning the story and the source material. As long as The Last of Us responsibly fulfills the story of the source material, only about 5% of the fan base will be pissed. I changed the last bit there, just add a bit of flair to it. But it is what it is. It's not we're angry at the casting, it's that we're angry at the change in the spirit. So if the show does go sort of off the rails, do their own thing, doesn't relate to the game, obviously we're going to be pissed. And just a little bit of fun. 10 surprising things you might not know about the HBO BT. Never mind. Person Balban Ramsey has been in the same show once or twice. Okay, we plan to make The Last of Us. I thought they did. Wait, I knew I read that. So there. So Neil Druckmann, the creator of Last of Us game, etc. Stuff about him. Says that the film failed to get off the ground because of the excess of the major of the game. Great. I can sort of see that. But so see, the stuff with modern games I'm not really keen on is it's become like a walking sim. So the crack is you basically get an adventure here, then you do like a sort of jog on over there, and that's it. It's like handheld storytelling. Why can't I get open world? Last of Us open world would be epic. Yeah, but I don't think I'll ever do that. Read. Other star names be considerably early. Yeah, not that fussed. Neil Druckmann hits back at casting criticisms from game fans. Read, what does he say here? These are the quotes. Druckmann responded to the complaints misguided. They're hanging on to superficial things and things that those things change. Somehow we get it wrong, he told. But I would like to ask them, when you first play the game, you meet Sarah, was in a relationship with Joe, and the affection you or that she had blonde hair was important versus was it or not? No. But I want to see what really is going to happen. Are you going to change it so bad that it's unbelievable, or minor changes here there for story, sort of try to get it in the real world, I accept. But if you make it too unrealistic, it's like I can't believe it's the same thing. To me, it was more important to capture the essence of those characters when casting them. Fair enough. See, that's the thing with Neil. He knows how to say the right things, but he doesn't do the right things, as Last of Us Part 2 have shown. Last of Us is going to turn into The Walking Dead. Well, I reckon it is. So they've sort of took the spores out, which sort of changes the whole element of you need breathing equipment. Then see, I could see why they did it. You're gonna have to wear like masks and stuff, and it's sort of then the actors won't get the face recognition. But there's a lot of good film movies out there where the actors have wore helmets for the whole thing and it's done it perfect. Like Judge Dredd. I absolutely love that. I know it wasn't a major box office hit, but it was a fantastic thing, and Judge Dredd could be anyone underneath the helmet. Well, this is a sort of different thing where you would have to wear a sort of gas mask or breathing equipment where you're going through sort of buildings which are infested with fungus, and it wouldn't be the same. Like, you can take your mask off at the end, you can get shits and giggles where sort of the mask sort of breaks or pulls off, or sort of revealed here and there. But at the end of the day, I reckon the spores added a sort of different element to this from the normal zombie thing. But now, get rid of that, it's gonna be the same thing. Oh no, you get this bit and bullshit. But I'll give it a chance, like I said. I've seen a few things where they said, they're going to do something like tentacles or something. I'll see what they actually do. But to be fair, I like the first few ones of Walking Dead. Bella Ramsey and Pedro were told not to play the game. This one was a weird one, So why would you not tell your actors to play the game? I tried to play the game and I was very bad at it, Pedro. It was important for me to play notes that directly relate to the original in the game. See, that would be sort of the case. You would want to play it for you get to know your characters. It's not like you can just pick up it's not like a biography where you can just pick up someone's sort of habits. You have to play the game to then develop the character. It's not based on a real world person, so you can't just go and research. I'm sort of more in line with like a method actor, as long as I don't take it to the extreme like what Jay Leno does. But fans of the game can look forward to a lot of Easter eggs, familiar sounds, and Last of Us may get a third computer game. Just say a third game. Ugh. But that'll be up to Sony, I think. But anyway, wait, that covers Last of Us Part 2. Not Part 2, Last of Us Part. And I'm still hopeful, but I'm a little concerned. Wait, next. Okay. Limited Run has come under fire for community manager after BronyCon founder draws outrage for her history of tweets on gender ideology. Oh, for fuck's sake. So, I think I covered this last weekend, but it's just kind of blew up in stupidity. I mean, you can't make this shit up, for fuck's sake. So, Limited Run basically sells games. They've got a community manager that sort of hinted at some tweets about I wouldn't say they're transphobic, but I would say they're against the trans ideology where they're just saying that kids can't really decide what sort of gender they are, bullshit like that. I agree with her. I reckon I should wait till at least 18. 21 would be preferred, but 18 I would say is fair. And this guy came out, so linked all this. So Limited Games fires her. Coralin. Wait. So fires Coralin. Goes on like all this, and the community manager for Limited Games is a transphobe who follows right transphobic creeps. Unless and until she's fired from the community permanently, I'm not going to give her a single dime. Oh no, one guy not going to support you. Can't have that, can you? So, Limited Run respects all persons and opinions. However, we remain committed to supporting an inclusive culture. Until investigating a situation, an employee was terminated on our goal as a company to continue to foster a positive and safe environment around. So you don't respect all persons' opinions. It's one hand up here, one arm down there. And this is the funny part. Dear Brodies, a couple of days ago, Josh Dean described me as perhaps this fandom's worst in their body. I've been digesting his words. Josh, you're right about this. This is unequivocally about the Brony fandom deserves from me. And it's quite funny. So this guy, this creep, there's difference between children and teen. You're too stupid to know that. A 14-year-old is still a child, obviously. So then the reason for statutory bet, I can't really say that word on YouTube, can I? Well, it's not a child. Teens are able to make their own decisions. Fucking hell, man. Teenagers are stupid. They can't make their own choices. Even young adults are fucking dopey as fucking. They shouldn't be allowed in the wilderness by themselves. So yeah, a brony bullied a games company to sack someone, and it's just comical. It's like, how the fuck's this world like this? Oh my days, it's funny. Right. Next, James Cameron reacts to the huge box office success. Granted, I mean, I had my things about Avatar. It looked beautiful. The story's a bit weak. There's some sort of good storytelling within it, but it's weak. But a lot of the visuals thing in it, I think it's gonna make about 2 billion. We're there. We have Water has earned more than 1.7 billion worldwide. So it's going to hit 2 billion, so it's going to make a profit. They're happy days for it. They've already got thanks to the massive success of Way of Water, Cameron's moving ahead with his plans for sequels, including... I've heard the rumour that Avatar 3 is already actually done. They just need to basically do the edits. But they're filming it at the same time as they were doing this, for they wouldn't lose any sort of actors, age and shit. that they can still play their roles, they continue. So I believe it's already done. It's filmed. I have to make edits and a lot to it, but that would probably take about a year and a half, probably 2 years if we want to do a proper job. So there's gonna be a lot of rendering. As I doubt they blew some of the money on on that. They would have probably waited till the money came back. So it'd be rendering jobs. Probably another maybe a 3-year project. 3 to 5, let's say. I'll cover my arse and say 3 to 5 years we'll expect Avatar 3. Who knows? Story, like I said, but it is a stunning, beautiful movie. The storyline you can't sort of get down with. It's not really as woke as more in. It's just the story's been told plenty of times before. It's just a rehash in a new world. If you like that sort of thing, you like that sort of thing. Many people do, and good luck to them. Next one. Harry Potter Legacy, boycott called over J.K. Rowling's trans comments fail. This one's quite good. So I've covered this quite a bit. A big fan of J.K. I reckon she speaks her mind. I'm happy for it. At least someone speaking up from a position where they can actually make a change in the world. And it's just funny to watch. And to be fair, Hogwarts Legacy does actually look quite good. I'm actually getting more and more hyped for it. It's weird. I was just sort of looking forward to it last year, but as it's getting closer, I'm actually getting hyped. I don't know if it's just all this press as well, but where am I looking for? Read this one. However, pre-release sales of Hogwarts Legacy are booming, with industry watchers saying it could become a blockbuster. Amid growth calls for people to vote with their wallets and not to buy the game, last month Miss Rowling clashed with YouTube personality Jez Earl, a transgender gamer and internet journalist who goes by Monica Jessie Gender. So play with, quite like it, it's quite funny. Fair enough. Right. Deeply disappointed, Jessie Gender didn't realise pure thinking and incompetence of anything connected to me is any form truly. Sorry, I still suffered from the cold. Actually, I found out what it was. It's bronchitis. Me periosis. Right. Anyway, off topic. Let's get back to this. Wouldn't just burn books and movies by local libraries. Anything with an owl on it is own pet dogs. Okay. So, fun and games. I quite like that. This was quite fun by the law. Never mind them turning off the reviews. Let's just tag it. And yeah, that's quite funny. See, there's actually some stuff that they actually do, which is quite comical. Still don't believe it, but nee harm, nee foul. At least comments sort of review bomb it. If it's not true, it's not true. Just play the game. You can be trans within it. JK will get a small cut off the game, obviously. It's her property. But the main winners would be the developers and the people that actually worked on the game. Next, found it funny. They came out and attacked Gina Carano this week. So Gina Carano defends her career choices after her latest film only grossed 13k. Latest film was that sort of something on the prairie, wasn't it? Sort of western. I think only got an American release and only selected theatres. So it's mainly a daily wire sort of thing where you had to sign up for it. So who knows what the sales were on there, but we'll leave it as. No ads. No. So, Gina Carano, I think we know why she was sort of sacked from Disney now. She didn't toe the company line. She took the piss and put Weeba Boopab in her names when they wanted put her pronouns. It's like, why is that important? Why is that important? Nobody gives two fucks. Well, nobody normally gives two fucks. The fucking weirdos give two fucks. But anyway. So, got tweeted at, and then sort of press picked it up, and then I'm done. I didn't fumble the bag. I just didn't go along with the selling out narrative. See, so I did that. So she stuck up for her principles. The online mob couldn't handle that, so they petitioned to have me fired and won. I'm not sorry for that. I stood for what I believe in, the right thing, and do was the most time that goes by, the better I felt. I fucked that one up, didn't I? But the principle's there. She sort of, you get what she's getting, and that she didn't really sell out what she believes in. She stuck to her guns, and it cost her a job. I always thought there could have been a lawsuit there, but I don't know why she didn't press it. It could be she got paid off. Well, did she get like 7 million or something? But she lost out on a lot of deals. The Mandalorian, she was going to get a spin-off. Then she would have had a toy range, and then I remember when she pulled the toys, I had a Funko Pop of Gina coming, and the bastards. So I had that coming like a day or two beforehand. So then when they pulled that, and then I lost it. I was like, oh no, your delivery's lost. Then a few days later, I was like, oh, your delivery's been cancelled. I was like, what? So they basically took that. It took us like 4 weeks to get my money back. Oh my days. To be fair, I was thinking when all this kicked up and I heard that they cancelled it, I was like, oh yeah, I'll get mine within a time, then I'll sell mine and make some money with on it. But nope, couldn't you do that? Right. Got to talk about Ezra Miller. So the Flash star Ezra Miller dodged jail time, accepted a plea deal in Vermont burglary case. So he's got lucky as fuck there, to be honest. I think many people were expecting him to go to jail. Guy's nuts, and it seems like he's DC's top boy. Not going to read it, time's short, and I don't really want to spend time on Ezra. But in short, he's dodged jail, lucky bastard. DC may have had a hand in it. Who really knows the truth? But he's still going to play the Flash. I think he's the only Justice League member that's getting kept. I'm back. HBO Max, Velma cannot scare up a reason to exist, and it's getting slated by the TV show. Oh my days, this is another one I don't want you to spend time on. So Mindy Kaling from The Office, as is she directing or produce? I think she's doing everything. Directing, producing the works in Velma. So this is where Black Velma, Asian Daphne, Black Shaggy or Norbert, and Thingy, White Fred, and it's just weird. All weird all round. It is what it is. I don't know why they made it. Scooby-Doo doesn't make an appearance, and it's probably part of the deal that Scooby-Doo doesn't really get the brand tarnished any further. Could be, I don't know. I doubt it even could have been good. There's no real chance for it. But anyway, don't want you, Forbes. Verma's getting absolutely savaged within the comments. See, the viewers don't even like it. Audience absolutely slates it. Velma is extremely not good. It reads like a right-wing YouTube understanding of what diversity show is. Fair enough. I did that twice. It was given the showrunner, mainly Kimmins, who faced criticism for transphobic. So it's just left-wing attacking her. But I agree with the sentiment. I wish I could pull up more, but I've got things to do, so I'm just trying to bosh this one out. I think that's what she probably does well, be honest. Oof. Lord of the Rings of Power showrunner explains why they decided to ignore Tolkien's writing and depict their own creations on Mordor. So we all knew it. We all knew this was it. So all this talk that Amazon was, we're following the law, we're doing this, we're going to do that. It's all bullshit. We all know that the Prime fucking thingy wanted their own girl boss moments. They wanted their own sort of intakes. They want to put their name onto the brand, And I'm not even calling it Lord of the Rings, it's just called the Rings of Power. I don't know why they're still adding Lord of the Rings to it, it's not. So, in short, he revealed, so the writer's room, we asked what if Mordor was beautiful or been like Switzerland, and that it could be transformed. We talked about the poisoning of the land, which starts with the first episode with the crow, then find out about the tunnels digging and the sulfur going up in the air. So they want to put their environmental spin riff on it. It builds towards a geological realization of igniting the mountain with a now blacked out sky and a very practical reason. Odin, our villain, sees the orcs as his people and they deserve a home where the sun doesn't torture them, while hoping it would take people by surprise. Yeah, and he did it the worst way you possibly could. You stick a sword in the ground and it's a key to unlock a fucking big dam that then cuts water in the lava, creates a steam fucking volcano. It's all bullshit. Could have done it plenty of other ways. But nope, you wanted your take on it and you've ruined it. They're tied in for 5 seasons. Go look Amazon. See you in the next one. Peace. Why does this have to be my next one? And Selsler dishes on G4 Showdown and dunks on games journalists. So Selsler can't keep his mouth shut, goes on a rant, and Selsler is making a rounds on YouTube now in opening up about what went wrong in his opinion. And he's blaming gamers for it. And it's quite comical. So he says he's sort of retired for selling some AI software, which I think we are now. That sort of retired means he's got money to live on for now, but if he blows it, he blows it. And he doesn't look like a guy who's financially responsible. So prepare to see him back in the space in a few years. Wait. Oh yeah, he hates Gamergate as well. The whole Gamergate thing's just weird, but he has a special hatred for it. It's comical. Next one. Viewers turn on Golden Globes Awards as it skews as snooze fest filled with politicalized monogamy and self-advertising speeches. The ceremony makes you war return to TV about racist boycotts. So, in short, Golden Globes returned and nobody watched it. Boring people, boring show, boring politicalization. Well, that wasn't very funny. Boring, monogamist. No, the show has stayed off air for so boring. I could just go ahead and say it's the Golden Globes. It's the most boring TV show I've ever seen. The Woke Globes, fair enough, replaced the Golden Globes. Embarrassing. So it's just people after people just slaying it. I mean, I don't know what you expect. Celebrities just being celebrities. They can't talk about themselves and Hollywood's woke in the first place. But just to add to this, I found this quite comical as well. So, Brits 23, why no women are nominated for Best Artist. So, there was originally 2 categories, Best Male and Best Female. But an artist named Sam Smith kicked off saying he couldn't apply because he's non-binary. So, instead of making a 3rd category, they made 1. So they scrapped male, they scrapped the female, and they went, alright, Best Artist. You could sort of see where this is going, given the title as well. So, the best people who were nominated were Harry Styles, male, Stormzy, male, George Ezra, male, Central C, male, Fred again, male. So, yeah. So, Best Artist, one group anyone can enter, and it's just dominated by male. Sorry, it's just what it is. Progressives fucked up again. I don't know why they couldn't just be in a 3rd group, but they didn't. So they fucked this one up. So females, they reckon they could have been in Florence Machine, Charlie XCS, Mabel, Adana that one, and Ella Henderson. But nope. They fucked up. They were playing a woke game and they lost. Jump on next one. Quick one. Prince Harry's popular full furthers as spare hit shells. So not Harry Styles. Did I say Harry Styles? Prince Harry I mean, they're both a bit on the thingy side. I can't say that on YouTube, can I? Right, so anyway. So, Prince Harry's books Spare hit shelves, and it's really taken effect here in the UK. So, Brits are most likely to think the money was Prince Harry's most motivation in writing Spare. Bear in mind, he didn't write Spare, he got it ghostwritten, because apparently Prince Harry is a dum-dum. So, it was to make money, 41%. I mean, that's almost half the country thinking it was just to make money. Then following that, the side of the story, it's like 21%. So, not even a quarter of the country thinks it was just to do that. Just so on and so forth. But one of the funny effects I found was sort of people that are thinking that Prince Anne is now the most positive royal. Like, fair enough. I mean, Prince Anne's quite a comical character. Does what she wants. Doesn't really have a line to the throne, so she basically gets away with a lot. Prince William, second king. I mean, he's vocal. He's outspoken, but he's also reserved in his tone. So I can see why people still quite like him. Then Catherine, she's the same. Every good man needs a good woman behind him. Then Prince Charles, he's sort of gained becoming king now. He's sort of lagged behind a bit, given he's outspoken. He doesn't hold nothing in reserve. Edward is just a shadow to the throne. He was a spare back in the day. Camilla's always going to have a hard time. Princess Di was the people's princess. It's going to be hard for her to get anywhere up near the top, but 40% I wouldn't say it's bad for her. That's respectable. And now coming into the slate of it, Prince Harry's dropped so low. I remember when Prince Harry basically took the Prince Anne role, where you're so outgoing, he's purse humble, he had a military career. He was fun. Then Meghan, sort of diluting the royalty. Doesn't really have the standards, doesn't meet any sort of expectation. She's demanding. And Prince Andrew, obviously nuts. This is just for sort of fun thing as well. Should the monarchy continue? Slightly down. Is monarchy good for Britain? Slightly down. Is royalty good value for money? Dramatically down. Will there be a monarchy in the next 100 years? Slightly down. Are you proud of the monarchy? Oof, drop in a half. So now it's below 50%. That's gone. King Charles is going to have to do something to boost that, like. And we all know why it's down. So the rest of them are still with, like, the royals. But then you got Harry and Meghan that are going around the world, spreading all of their stuff. The British monarchy is reserved, so they won't really come out and defend themselves, but they won't come out and say what their side is. So we're getting a one-sided argument from two pretty much now Californians who are now embraced on destroying the monarchy. Right. I want to finish on a lighter note. What can I finish on? Wait, I want to finish on this then. Lighter note. Jeremy Renner seems like he's pulling himself back together. It's good news all around. Don't know about an acting career again, but at least he's in good health. Where's the good health bit? So his sister, Kim Renner, provides an update on her brother's recovery, telling the outlet, "We are so thrilled with his progress." She added, "If anyone knows Jeremy, he is a fighter and doesn't mess around. He is crushing all the progress goals. We could feel more positive about the road ahead." And another source close to Raina, don't know who, don't know what. Jeremy is making positive progress, and while his road is long, recovery is overwhelming by the show and love of the support. So we might get Jeremy Renner back as Hawkeye. Doubted he's been replaced, but he might come back as a sort of support character. He used to do his own stunts as well, didn't he? Shame. Well. But at least he's healthy, he's wealthy, he can look after himself. And I'll leave you there. Catch you in the next one. Peace.